Hi folks, I am actually coming here today to share with you my first Christmas in July project. Now I actually did create this last year, but after Christmas, and I used stash that I had been collecting from Michael's Dollar Spot, my fabric store, and this paper collection was actually a $2 paper pad that I had gotten at a yard sale. And the cover was completely torn apart, so I don't even know the name of it. Don't even know who it's by. I just knew that after counting all the sheets, all 24 sheets were there. There was no cut-aparts, and there was no, well, there was like border strips, but there was no cut-aparts. There was no sentiments. There was no tags. There was no nothing of that nature in this paper pad. It was just beautiful paper, and it was Christmas. And what drew me to the paper was this paper is actually flocked. So what I decided to do was to kick off Christmas in July just a few days early. I finished up the last finishing touches on this book. I did do it last year, well, less than last year actually, probably 8 months ago. But I just didn't, I videoed it, but the video was poor quality. It was when I first started YouTube, and I've deleted the video and finished the book and decided to show it for Christmas in July. And I love making mini albums. I am a paper crafter at heart. I love shabby chic too, but I really like to work with paper, and I do like to create mini albums and make my own bindings and my own gussets and my own pages, and I love to use the magnets. So I wanted to show you my favorite mini album that I've created thus far, minus my Halloween ones, for Christmas in July. So here we go. Like I said, this paper is velvet. It's like flocked, and I fussy cut bits and pieces out for right here, and I went ahead and made the binding just very plain because I didn't have embellishments for this, so I kind of had to make my own. The back, again, just very plain, just used some of that velvet or flocked paper, and I used some fabric that I got from my fabric store and a bow just for the very center. I did not put a charm on it. That was okay. And I may rework this. This was just some ribbon that I used to tie for the closure, but I probably will, let's zoom this down a little more, probably redo that. But here we go with the book. So what I created here, these were the Dollar Spot trims from Michael's, and I really liked them at Christmas time. And they had the blue, the gold, the silver, I'm sorry, not the blue, the green, the gold, and the silver, and the red pearl dots that they had in the Dollar Spot as well. This one's a little off, but I did use those in this book to create the book. I really liked those, and then I also used a lot of my stamps, and then I used a lot of the Darice dies that we were all hauling, and as well as Spellbinders dies that we were getting from Tuesday mornings. Now, I loved the angel, so all I did was cut her out and backed her with some paper just to give her a color spot, because like I said, there was no Christmas embellishment. I knew it was a Christmas pad because it did say it on the back, but there was no Christmas embellishment saying Christmas. So I just kind of winged it. Again, these were the border strips that were in the paper, so I just used them for a pocket page, and I used some of this beautiful ribbon trim that was sticky. I stamped out Joy on this and just created a tag. Like I said, I used the Spellbinders Angel on this, and then I used some of the paper to make another photo mat. And I really just liked how that turned out. It just looks really cute to have that there. This was something from another paper line, and I just thought it was perfect because it just gave the dates all the way till Christmas or for December. This was stamped. I just stamped it with, I believe, in Santa Claus, and just created the mat and created a little pocket here, lifted up ever so slightly. Gosh, all these little dots are coming off. This is what happens when you make it like a year ago and you store it and then you take it back out to play with it. And now I know a little bit better about my mini albums and glue and such, so things are much different now. This is magneted down. Again, I also used washi tape for the gussets. I thought that shiny bit of gold, or the green, was just perfect. So this is magneted down, and when you flip it up, you've got two pocket pages. Let's see if I can't zoom this in or zoom this out. There you go. I guess you can see that. So you can use this here, and it's popped up, so you can put a photo in there. And then I also use the Spellbinders ornament dies to put here in the corner, so you can just flip a photo there, and that also acts as a journaling tag. So I thought that was a really great idea since there wasn't anything else in the book. Most of these do not have pockets. There's one that has a pocket that's inside, but we'll show that later. This is one of my favorite pages. I did 2 corner slat pages. And this right here, again, is just that paper. This is actually washi tape from Graphic 45 that just had that gold flourish through it. I just thought it was really pretty. Used some more border strips from the paper. And this right here is fabric ribbon tape that I got from the fabric store. And it just screamed Christmas, and it's just beautiful and soft and satiny. And they're both identical on this book, so I'm just going to show you one side. I used the photo or the paper from the paper stack, and I just cut out the edges in a pretty edge and then created a photo mat that slides in. And just, again, that's the paper. I just left it and created a tag. Same on the back side. That's because this paper's double-sided. So I just created a color spot tag. And then I used the Spellbinders ornament dies here and nested them. And then used a holly and berry stamp for the top so that these would fit just perfectly inside for a photo mat or a journaling tag. Now these both magnet open. Again, with photo spot, and over here, a photo spot and a photo spot. And I just thought those were great. I mean, it's Christmas, but it's not a lot of doodah Christmas. I mean, I love traditional Christmases with Santa and all that, but because this paper really didn't have it, I just tried to use as much vintage things as I possibly could. Now, on this page, again, these were flowers in one of the papers that I just cut out and used as a center of this little belly band. And right here what I did was I used a Graphic 45 stamp for the center, and I used those holly and berry stamps, and I created a little book. And so there's two photo mats there, and you can also use the back side. And on the inside I used some Graphic 45 tags, and I used the Spellbinder die that was the Christmas trees, just for the little tag spot in there, just for in each side, and that just slides right back in. This also magnets out. Again, I used some gold this time for the ornaments and pop them up so you can slide photos underneath those. This page is just plain because I like to keep a plain side and a heavily side for the gusset reasons. So I just left this plain, and this is also popped up here. And these are also fabric, all across here, fabric, cute little stockings. So aren't those super cute? So I thought that was really cute to have there. Now then we get to this page, and this is one of those little windy pages, you know, so you unwind it, and it pops open like this. And so there's a journal spot or a photo mat, journal spot and a photo mat, and again, I popped this up with more of this pattern paper from the paper pad. I wish I knew who made this paper pad, I'll just say that. Kind of looks like a Anna Griffin maybe, I don't know, but it's really pretty. So then we get to this page, which I heavily embellished to use some more of that fabric tape ribbon from Michaels and some bows, and I made a two-pocket situation. Up top is a photo mat, so that goes into that pocket, and then down here I created another little pocket which I used two more Graphic 45 tags and Graphic 45 stamps to stamp onto, and I just thought that was super cute. So then we get to this page. I kind of forgot. Sometimes I forget if they open or not. Let me get to this page, and this is one of my favorite pages, and something that I do not remember. Oh, here comes Lancelot. Christmas in July wouldn't be Christmas without my monster. I do not remember who inspired me to make this particular thing, but I did see it, and I kind of just made it my own and made my own idea of it. But I love these. So these are magnets, and this one magnets up, and this one magnets up. So you have two photo spots or journaling spots, and then another place for a photo. Now, I won't do both of them, but these also pull out. So then you have a tag and a photo mat. And I put deer on both of these, the Christmas reindeer. And I just really liked how that looked. You could also put photos in there or keepsakes or whatever you want, and both of those open up. And then this was another, that was a Spellbinders die, and it didn't cut out all the way. And I thought I didn't care, it was still pretty. It was before I got the new machine, so now I know better. But just cut that out just to make a quick little tag and put it in here. And I did cut this out of a border punch. I think it's a Martha Stewart border punch. And this magnets down. So this has two more journaling spots and photo spots. And then this also has a side pocket. It's the only one that has an inside pocket that has a photo mat on the side here. Just because I have the space to do it, I thought, you know, I better do all the techniques into one. So then you get to this page, and I just matted, put just a mat in there, just so you can see that the photo can go in there. And then this is actually a waterfall folio. Again, I created a pocket on the top one with a stamped image of Santa from Graphic 45. And then there's another actual photo mat also in the top of that pocket. So then this flips up, and then you've got just a few. I did a bigger folio on this. I think this is the third waterfall folio I'd ever created, and I kind of liked to do it where it was 4 inches by 5 inches, so you could put quite a few photos that were bigger in there. Then you get to the last page, and again, I just left it very plain, except used a lot of that tape ribbon from Michael's from last year from the Christmas spot, the beautiful paper in the background. Just created some blank tags with the paper. And then at the very, very back, I left it completely plain except for this thing that said our Christmas traditions, which I thought would be perfect for someone to put their Christmas traditions into. So basically, I am starting Christmas in July by showing you an oldie but a revamped goodie, because it is old, but I did redo it finally and finished it off, so it was done. But I really enjoyed making this book. I liked using all the different techniques in the book with these flaps, the double fold-outs, the pockets, the waterfall folio, and I love using magnets. So I just wanted to share that with you folks for Christmas in July. I will probably be doing a few more Christmas mini albums, as well as putting together some Christmas cards. I did this last year as well, before I even really had my YouTube. And I will say that I was very happy that I sat and made Christmas cards in July, because it really kept me to be able to create crafty Christmas items for gifts instead of having to worry about making so many cards. So it was a lot of fun last year, and I'm going to do it again this year, so don't be surprised if I start showing Christmas in July like everybody else is doing. I probably won't do any challenges or enter in any challenges just because I'm busy, but just wanted to show my Christmas in July mini album. So thanks for watching, folks. See you soon. Bye.